Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We've gotten some Star Citizen news over the last couple of days that has been pretty interesting. We are also expecting the imminent release of Alpha 4.1 probably either today or tomorrow. We'll discuss that a little bit in this video. We're also going to take a brief look at the Inside Star Citizen and discuss that a little bit, and a couple of other things. So if you want to see some of the latest happenings with Star Citizen, feel free to sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. First, I'll just very briefly cover the roadmap roundup from yesterday on Wednesday. All that really changed was the new combat armor, the Antium armor set, which looks really, really cool, by the way. There's a couple different variants of it. That was moved to committed for 4.1, so you'll be able to find that and loot that once 4.1 goes to live. There's also a couple of new Arena Commander maps, the Astor's Clearing map, which is on Microtech, as well as the Crossroads of Crime, which has a bunch of different game modes like Free Flight, Tank Royale, and single elimination, team elimination. Those have been added to Arena Commander for 4.1. But that is going to be all for the progress tracker. There's no, for the release view, there's no progress tracker updates or anything like that. I expect probably in 2 weeks we'll probably get a bigger update. Once 4.1, it'll definitely be out the door by then. So then we'll probably be moving on to 4.1.1. And then we should get a bigger roadmap update at that point. So with that, let's go ahead and let's talk a little bit about the Inside Star Citizen from this morning. So overall, the Inside Star Citizen today mostly just focused on talking about the new Align and Mine sandbox activity coming with 4.1. They kind of went through kind of the basics of how you go through the event. I'm sure there's going to be more dedicated guides and things that are made once the event goes officially live. Well, I guess it's technically not an event. It is here to stay. Like these locations are going to be here permanently. But what they did talk about is some of the different choices you could make, I guess we could say. So the materials you get from the Align and Mine event, so you can either turn them in to Wicklow, you can get rewards from him like ships and guns and all sorts of random stuff, or apparently there's going to be missions from Rayari, I think they're a scientific research group company. You can also turn some of those materials into them. And get credits that way to help in the game. There's a regeneration crisis going on, and they need these materials to help with scientific research to get things working again for the civilian population, you know, the NPCs and things like that. So that'll be really interesting to see, so you can decide between what you want, credits, or you can go get a ship or guns or things like that. So that was kind of the basics of what they talked about. You know, just you're seeing it throughout this video, the footage from that Inside Star Citizen. So not too much crazy stuff in this video. The biggest thing was at the very end, there was a little teaser, I guess you could say, that was interesting to me for a reason that I'll get to in a moment here. So the little teaser thingy joke, it's an April Fool's joke, was I'll throw it up on the screen here. The Rock TS, not the Rock DS, the Rock TS, but this one, instead of having one seat on the outside, it has two. So it's just a joke, of course. But what was interesting is that this was in the Wicklow Emporium, like his little I don't know, showcase room sort of thing. So if that's their April Fool's joke, unless they have like something else or another one or something like that, it still kind of leads me to believe that Atlas combat suit is probably real. I had heard something that there was a developer on Reddit somewhere that had responded and said that was just like a set piece and it wasn't functional. I mean, like, I was like, well, I wonder if that's, you know, of course that one that's there, it's not functional. Like, you can't interact with it. You can't get in it, move it around, you know, try it out or anything. That doesn't mean that it doesn't work. It just means that particular one doesn't. So I don't know. It might be that developer might have been playing a little game with everyone. We'll have to see. I personally am still in the camp that I think it'll probably end up being real, because like think about it, it's just money waiting to be printed. Like, CIG will just print money if they sell that thing. So we'll have to see going forward. But yeah, there was that little teaser. Otherwise, not too much else in regards to the ISC. I didn't catch any like sneak peeks into potential ships that we haven't seen or anything like that. I watched for them and anything, but I personally didn't see anything. So that's going to do it for the ISC, and then let's go ahead and talk really briefly about the potential release for 4.1. So then for the release of 4.1, basically what I'm thinking, so today for me is, right now it's March 27th, it's Thursday. The message of the day in Spectrum this morning on the testing chat reads as, we are currently not planning on releasing a new PTU build today, ! But what's interesting is that little exclamation point is hyperlinked, just the exclamation point. And if you click it, it takes you to a YouTube video for a song called Sleep Token Emergence. So I'm not entirely sure what they're trying to get at there. But because they're not planning on releasing a new PTU build today, I think it leaves it open to possibly the patch may be going live tonight. So if you're seeing this within a couple of hours of this going up, the patch may be going live tonight, Thursday. It may have already gone live by the time you see this. Otherwise, if it doesn't go live tonight, it is 100% going live tomorrow. So you will want to make sure to, if you're on live, you're going to want to make sure all of your ships are stored properly. So you don't want any ships to show as they're unknown or destroyed or anything like that. Especially, well, if they're pledged ships, they should be okay regardless. But if they're in-game purchase ships, just make sure they're stored, you've claimed them and all that, and that should maximize your chances of them not disappearing on you when the new patch drops. Again, can't guarantee anything. I've had ships disappear on me and then they like reappear the next patch. It's really weird. But again, doing that will give you the best chance for them to not go away. And then make sure to take into when the patch goes live, you may want to take into consideration where the Hathor locations are, and potentially set your spawn, your home location near those. So that would be Lorville or Orison for the locations that are at Aberdeen and Daymar. So if you're looking to do those a lot, you may want to set your home location there just to have quicker access to your inventory and all that sort of thing. Other than that, I am just really looking forward to the patch. I had last night I played with a big group of people. We had like 30 people or something like that. We had like 2 Polarises, a couple of other ships. We had like a ground combat team and like a ship combat team, and it was really fun to go through and do that. And I think if you can find like a group of just random people, join up with them and go have fun doing these events, because I think that'll make it a lot more enjoyable, a little bit quicker to do as well. And yeah, overall, I had a blast doing it, and I'm planning on playing with some more people once this goes live. So make sure to consider that. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised by how fun it can be to group up with people. So that's going to do it for today's video, going over some of the recent news and things like that. If you enjoyed it, feel free to like and subscribe, as it really helps the channel. Make sure to check out this video here for the latest ships that are available to buy in the 4.1 patch. And until next time, I'll see you in the verse.